Hey everyone, and welcome to Coffee and Therapy. I just wanted to jump on here today because yesterday, as I was, kind of looking around for different content, I came across something that I thought was the most beautiful explanation of narcissism. There are two women that I absolutely adore, Mel Robbins and Dr. Ramani. Um, there are two people, especially Dr. Ramani. When I was teaching psychology at the high school, I would show her videos because she does such an amazing explanation of different psychological disorders. But she's pretty much like the leading expert of narcissism. So I'm not going to recreate the wheel and try to re explain everything, but I feel like in my job, I hear so much about certain words that we deal with in mental health, like narcissism and bipolar and PTSD and depression. And sometimes, especially for me, someone that this is my profession, and so I have clients that deal with these types of psychological issues. When I hear it over and over again, just outside of, oh, this one is so this and that one is so that, I'm just like, but are they? And are you? Um, and so I like to educate people on what is bipolar, what really is narcissism. And I have to say, hands down, I have personal experience with this. And I'm not going to go too much into my own personal story in dealing with it, but I will say that I've seen all the red flags. I've seen the it's not me, it's you, and you made me do this, and you made me feel this way, and if you did this I wouldn't have done that, or I didn't say that, you're making that up. And it's just like you get to a point, if you allow yourself to, or if you get conditioned into believing the lie, you might think, did I do that? Am I that? And it's like such bullshit. But when you expose the lie that I talk about all the time, it's easy now to get in front of. It's easy to spot it. And you can do yourself such a huge favor by not engaging. I can tell you so many stories personally of things that I actually experienced, things that I allowed myself to engage in that behavior. But now I'm just like, okay. The old me would have jumped on this. And now it's just like, it's not about me. It is not about me. You're trying to pull me in, you're trying to make it about me, but it has nothing to do with me. And so, this podcast that I want you to listen to, it's brilliant. They both, which, oh my gosh, my heart, because two women that I love are actually friends talking about this. And so you've got Mel Robbins, who's trying to kind of understand it for her viewers. And then you have Dr. Ramani, who is the expert on narcissism. And one of the things that I love that she says is that narcissism is not a disorder. It is a personality trait. You can spot the narcissist. Like you can really spot them if you spend a little bit of time with them. But to actually say, oh, they have the disorder. It's very rare. It's a very rarely diagnosed disorder because number one, do you think a narcissist is actually going to go to therapy to get the diagnosis? No. It's like 1% up to like 4% of the population, but you have to actually go to get the diagnosis. And usually, the only time a narcissist is going to get therapy is so that they can go because their partner is like threatening to leave them, let's say, and they want to go so that they can engage and they can manipulate and they can charm the therapist into believing their lie. And if you're not in tune with this, you just may believe the lie, meaning the therapist. And then the narcissist gets to go back home and say, even your therapist believes me, or they'll say things like, your friends like me, they side with me. Oh, your parents love me, they hate you. It's like, I was able to sit there and say, check, 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 check. And that's the thing of, deception, or the danger of it. The danger of deception is when you're in it, you don't know it. But the moment you get outside of it, it's like, whoa, it's life changing, it's life altering. And you can say, wow, let me have more of this. So I want you desperately to watch this video, check it out, look at the signs. It's a little over an hour long. Pause it if you're busy, but definitely check this out. If you feel like you've been involved with a narcissist and you just want some help and some strategies to get through this, I encourage you to watch this video. And if you need help, you need guidance, you need someone to talk through with this, please hit me up, subscribe, message me. Let's talk about this situation, because it's a real thing. There are a lot of narcissists in the world amongst us. And, the more knowledge you have, the more power you have. And what I wrote down that just popped in my head, I love when I just things pop in my head, is we have to stop validating incorrect behavior. We have to stop validating that. And so when we engage with people who have that narcissistic, trait and trend, we have to stop. When we get pissed off about something they've done, we can't engage with that, because think about it. When you engage with a narcissist, I've lived it. I've done it. I've gone nuts over it, I feel like. I didn't do this. You said this. You can have proof. You can have writing. You can have text messages. You can have all the evidence you need. And when you give that to a narcissist, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. You took that out of context. That's not really what happened. They can make you believe, or they try to make you believe, that they're right, you're wrong 100% of the time. But let's not get fooled about who a narcissist is. They're very grandiose, I'm not the problem, I can do no wrong, any of that type of stuff. But really, what they're living with internally is shame. They are not these people they perceive to be. They perceive to be that they're above people. No one can touch me. I know more than you do. All of that type of stuff. But really, inside, they're the opposite of that. They have shame. Lots of shame they live with. But they will not ever expose themselves or be vulnerable to get help, to say, you know what, maybe I hurt you. Maybe I hurt you and I'm sorry for that and I want to right that wrong. The only time a narcissist is going to apologize or say they're sorry is when they're trying to get something out of you. But it's short-lived, it's a moment in time, and the moment they get what they need from you and want from you, they jump right into that behavior. It's a personality trait, it's a defense mechanism. So I encourage you that if you are dealing with a narcissist, stop. Let them. Like the let them theory. Let them be who they are. Let them show you who they are. But let's stop validating their incorrect behavior and start validating yours by walking away. So I hope you got a little bit out of this. I hope you had a little bit of an aha moment. And please watch the video that I am attaching to this. It is a must see for all of you that might be going through this. All right. So for now, have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on my little, blurb on coffee and therapy, and I will speak to you next time. Peace.